What's up, my fellow investors? It's Nick here. The Centennial Investor is a channel where you can learn how to invest free of charge and with the most up-to-date information. In this video, we're going to learn the top 3 secrets to building generational wealth. Let's begin right now. Let's first go over the definition of generational wealth so we can identify our own goals. Generational wealth is the money that you build throughout your lifetime in the form of assets to pass down from one generation to the next. If you leave a pretty good-sized inheritance to your descendants, that constitutes generational wealth. And you most certainly do not need $1 billion in order to pass down a notable legacy. Generational wealth can start with around $500,000. That is enough, in today's money, to actually last several generations, granted that it is in well-chosen investments. Now, let's learn how you can begin a trend of generational wealth for your descendants. So the first secret of the day. Let compounding work its magic. Albert Einstein defined compound interest as the 8th wonder of the world. If you understand how compound interest works, you might just get to start experiencing it. If you don't really understand how it works, you better start learning now, or you might actually miss out. But for compound interest to really work its magic, you need to stay invested for a very long time, even sometimes a significant portion of your own life. By staying invested for a long time and refusing to take a significant amount of money out of your investments, your account can actually start going in exponential mode. One of the biggest problems that I see around is that too many people are focused on the short term. Their short-term mindedness is one of the reasons why they may never achieve that generational wealth status that we are all seeking for. And this is truly why I cannot stress it enough to say that you should invest long term. If you don't need to remove your money out at any given time, don't. A great way to make sure that you stick to your long-term plans is to make a Roth IRA. Perhaps one of the greatest benefits of having a Roth IRA is that you can receive dividends and sell stocks tax-free. Yep, you heard me right. Tax-free selling. That is a huge deal in the field of investing. Tax-free selling and dividends is really going to help your account go full-on exponential mode. It's going to be great. But one of the catches is that you cannot remove any of your money until you're 59 and a half years old. The whole point of the Roth IRA is to help you grow tax-free long-term growth. And this is really going to help compounding work its magic. The second secret of building generational wealth is to have multiple streams of income. In these days, one stream is simply not enough to amass a generational wealth that can last a long period of time. You need more than one stream of income. Warren Buffett has a famous quote. He says that if you can't find ways to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Perhaps a little grim, eh? The whole point of it is that if you have more than one income stream, you'll make money even when you're not working, which will really help you amass more money, right? I know of 8 different income streams. The average millionaire has 7, but let's review the 8 total income streams that I know of. 1. Earned income. This is money that you make when working at a job. For example, a grocery store clerk. 2. Profit income. This is money that you make when your business is performing well and making more money than what you owe. 3. Interest income. This is money that you make when you lend money to other people. 4. Passive income. This is money that you may have worked really hard to achieve, but now you're reaping the benefits, such as writing a novel or making a YouTube channel. 5. Dividend income. This one's pretty self-explanatory, but it's basically when you own a specific stock that pays a dividend for holding it. 6. Rental income. This is income when you rent a property. 7. Capital gains. This is when your assets increase in value over time and you sell at a profit. 8. Royalty income. This is income that you get when others use your ideas, such as books, TVs, and articles. You know how I mentioned passive income in the list? Well, if you can find a way to make a monthly income while doing little to no work, you are well on your way to achieving financial freedom and making generational wealth that will last lifetimes. Perhaps the toughest of the 3 secrets to generational wealth is the one I'm about to discuss. This is one of the most important keys to wealth, but will require a lot of discipline and a lot of intelligence, and so for that, let's dress up. Alright, now I'm ready to begin secret number 3, spending your money wisely. Besides being impatient and at times lazy, the average person is simply not good at conserving their money. How can you possibly expect to make generational wealth if you're constantly spending your paycheck on different items that you don't need, like a brand new phone every year or two? You don't need to replace it all the time, especially if it's not helping you in any way that an older phone could, for example. You might make a lot of money, but do you maintain it? Well, let me tell you something. No amount of money will keep a fool rich. Robert Kiyosaki says that the reason why people stay poor is because whenever they get a pay raise, they always spend more. So it's like running in circles. If you're buying a ton of things that you do not need, such as a flashy new car or a great new phone case or something, you really ought to rethink how you're spending your money. Are you trying to build generational wealth, or are you just trying to impress the people you drive by on the road every day to work? If you're in the least bit smart, you'll know which is more important in the long run. Here's how to avoid these traps. Pay yourself the first 10% of your paycheck into savings or investments. This will protect that 10% of your paycheck from being spent in all of your short-term plans. The whole point of it is to do your best to avoid the material things that are here today and pass tomorrow. Think long term. Buying this flashy new car this year will cost you way more than buying the same model a year later. Buy what you need and invest the rest. The sooner you start to shift your mindset and learn to maintain your money, the better off you'll be later on. There's this awesome movement that's been going on, and I'd like to personally address it to talk more about it and raise awareness. The FIRE movement is a lifestyle movement with the goal of gaining financial independence and early retirement. This movement became popular in the 2010s, mainly with millennials, but has gained quite a lot of traction in 2020 as well with centennials. I absolutely support the ideas behind the FIRE mentality, such as saving and investing between 30 and 70% of your income every single year to retire earlier. Yes, it will require extreme frugality in the meantime that you're growing your money, but it'll save you a ton of time later on to enjoy your life rather than keep on working that 9 to 5 forever. You're going to be out sooner. And you know what? That's really the whole point of investing, to save time so that you can enjoy life the way that you want to live it. It's not all about being rich, it's about being free and breaking out of that rat race that so many of us are stuck in every single day of our lives. All that time that you spend at work could be time that you could use to learn, to grow, to be with family and friends, and enjoy life the way that you would like it to be. That's what my financial journey is about anyway, to live a more fulfilling life, helping myself and others along the way. And you can begin your journey to financial freedom by subscribing and hitting the like button for the YouTube algorithm. But in full seriousness, I do hope that you take this generational wealth thing seriously. One day, 50 years from now, your descendants will thank you. Till the next time. I hope you learned something from this generational wealth video. Please subscribe so you can continue learning more from me.